I'm here.
And today I have got a very, very interesting video for you guys. Now, before I go ahead and move forward into this video, I first of all want to apologize. I have not done an actual video in a week, but that's because I've been doing a lot of good hunting, a lot of research, and on this video in particular, because I'm going to actually be going over this sign right here and other signs in particular. But before I did that, I wanted to make sure that I've done a lot of good, got all the info there is to get on this, and just make sure, do a Google search. So I did check the Google search engines on the signs and what about them I'm going to be showing you, and also just double make sure that no other YouTuber has gone over them, because this is a brand new discovery that was made. Actually, Game On 2010 has made this discovery with these signs. I was with him at the time. We were doing hunting on the fault line, and we actually came across this. He noticed this, and he said, "Hey, what the hell is that?" He said, "Hey, because we're driving by this sign in particular," and he said, "Hey, wait a minute, go back." And we looked at this sign, and something very interesting was going on with the sign and several others upon further investigation. Also, first of all, another thing I want to address is I also want to thank you to the new subscribers to this channel. Your support, it means the world to me. I mean, I can't tell you what it means to me and how it helps me go through my daily life challenges. I do have specific medical things going on with me. I'm not going to get into that because I don't want any empathy. I'm not going to emphasize anything on that in particular. But I want to mention it because you guys are really helping me get through it, and motivate me to keep fighting the good fight and not get discouraged and everything. So I love you guys for all your support. I thank you a ton for subscribing to this channel and taking the time to watch these videos and commenting on the videos, because I value your feedback. Your feedback is everything to me. And yeah, I just want to a big thank you, a big shout out to you, the viewers, the new subscribers. Everyone's support means a ton to me. Now, I know the last couple of 3 days, you've seen me on live streams with Danny Coldblood, aka Music Video, and we've been doing a lot of goofing around and everything. We've had some discussion talk upon his first recent live stream, and then the last couple of times we thought it'd be neat to just do it as, just talk about, shooting the shit. And the last live stream we did, which was yesterday, we thought it'd be neat to have you, the viewers, subscribers to our channels, to be involved, because we got all the big hunters all together, one PS4 lobby on GTA Online. And we, had we were going to have a car show, all this, so this and the other, but things just didn't go as coordinated and planned, because certain people had issues joining our lobby and everything. But we still had a really good time, and we still valued the comments that you guys were leaving on the live stream, and be on the lookout for a future live stream like that, with all the hunters getting together and having the viewers join us, and we go over, the car show, the Mount Chiliad mystery, just shooting the shit and doing a lot of good hunting together collectively as a community. That all being said, I think we can move on with this video. Alright guys, now before I show you this, with this sign in particular, what I'm about to show you, I want to note this. Alright, I've known about this discovery for a month and a half now, and nobody has come up with it. No one else has discovered it and posted it all over YouTube and everything, and no results have come up in the Google search engines. So that further proves the point that no one has else noticed what I'm about to show you. And if so, then they have been one quiet son of a bitch, because if I found this, I would have got it out there right away. Like, I would have went to Music Video, Whizzle, or Trippy Commentaries, or even Not Point 4, somebody, just to show them what the fuck I just found. Now, I would have done a little research on it first, so I didn't sound like an idiot. But the point still remains that at this point, at a month and a half, I would have come out with this discovery, like right off the rip. So nobody else has found this. And if you have found what I'm about to show you, good observation and good job keeping your eyes open. I just would have been good to get out to the general public, but not to come down on you if you have seen this and have noticed this before, and not telling anybody, but, you know, it's just information that people need to get out there. But, like I said, I've done research, I've done homework, no one has come up with this. So, I'm not going to be coming off as, you know, a dick or anything like that. That's not who I am as an individual, and this, that, and the other. I'm not going to get up into that, so it's a whole nother subject here. But, that stated, I want to show you the sign. Just at first glance, looking at it, you notice how it looks like your average sign that we see all throughout Los Santos, even in Sandy Shores. You can even go to Paleto Bay, wherever. You know, they all look just like the sign. And we can go ahead and just go over here. Alright. Gonna be a little bit of a stretch, but we can get to it. Looks the same, right? You know, pretty particular, you know, very same features are going on with this. But interestingly enough, the same thing that's going on with the other sign I'm showing you goes on with this sign too. But I believe it to be for very, very good reason. Now that I've told you how this discovery was made by Game On 2010, and, you know, just noting that no one else has come up with it, let's get right down to what I am talking about. Alright guys, so as you see, it's nighttime and it is midnight in the game. Me and the game, Game On 2010, we're driving by this sign, and he noticed this, like I said, and he said, wait a minute, stop, back up, what was that? So what I'm gonna do, just to show you this, and maybe this is how you've overseen this with this sign, and this is probably why it's gone overlooked by several people, but I want to see if you guys notice what I'm about to show you by just simply driving at a regular fast speed that I know everybody goes at. So because I play the PlayStation 4 format, I'm gonna go ahead and hold down R2 and go full speed with this truck, and like I said, keep your eyes open on the sign and see if you notice anything special about this sign. Did you notice anything different about it? Anything special? No? Yeah? Maybe? Let's go ahead and drive up to the sign that's also down this road. Notice anything you want about that one? Not too sure on that one? Okay, so this is what I'll do now. I'll turn off the lights, and now let's drive by this sign. Wait a second. Do you see this sign? Do you see now how I have the lights off, and now looking at this sign is glowing. What the fuck? Alright, now let's look at the sky real quick. Now, I don't see any instant beam of light coming down in any particular area. There's no street lights in the area, this very specific area of the map. But yet again, we have a glowing sign. Now, you want to go take a look at this other sign, let's go ahead and look at this other sign too. We yet again have another glowing sign, and we don't have any light reflection on this. Now, you can look up. The moon is alright, right there, and we have the sign right there. So, look in comparison, one can say the light is on that sign, making it do that. But when you look at the other sign, I want you to see how it's like, it's all in dark. It's in a pure dark area. The sun, I'm sorry, the moon for that matter, is not even on that. Now, what the fuck is going on here, guys? Now we have, you can argue and say that that's the moon's reflection on it, sure. But looking at this, looking at the sign in particular, I want you to notice something, alright? Now, if this was just the moon reflecting it, then this sign would have more glowing to it. Alright, now, in particular, the outer ring, this would all also be glowing. But it has its own illumination, as you can tell when you get a little bit closer to it. You can tell it's illuminating its own light. But it showcases better on this other sign that I'm showing you over here. It's clearly having its own light on this. Now, like I said, if I was just driving and I drove right by this, I would have overlooked it and not think too much of this. Because, you know, you'd think one would think it's your light reflection. Now, let's go ahead and look at this one sign that I had you guys take a look at. Oh, look at that. This sign too is also glowing, guys. What do we notice about this sign? Alright. We got the moon in the background. That's the only thing illuminating light in this area. And we have the sign facing away, but yet it is still reflecting its own light. Now, what do you notice that is very similar to these signs? What's the common denominator? Look at what the sign says. It says Vinewood Hills, Galileo Park. And then when we go to these other ones, it says Route 68, Harmony Drive, Harmony, and then look at the sign. It also says Galileo Park. Okay, so Galileo being yet again the common denominator in this. And then when you look at this sign in particular, it says Zancudo Road. Now, you don't want to believe me on that sign and say, okay, well, look at these other signs. There's several other signs. But, like, what I'm getting at with this is, when you look up the Epsilon Bible, when we get from collecting all the Epsilon tracks, it states to follow the lit path. Now, why would it say follow the lit path? And then we have these signs right here that also light up. So, like I said, they say very common things. You know, like Galileo Park and Fort Zancudo. But what's so significant about that is this, they're very marquee, special places in this game that we go to that we know has huge significance to the game. Now, Galileo Park leads to the observatory, and we have the Fort Zancudo, and there are several things going on with Fort Zancudo, and if you don't know this by now, then you haven't been playing this game very long, I'm telling you. Now, there is more to show you about this, and we'll go ahead and move on. Okay, so now on that concept, when we talk about the Epsilon Bible, and we got these signs glowing and everything, and it's talking about, the Epsilon's talking about follow the lit path and everything, so with those two correlating going on, why are we talking about these lit signs and then have the Epsilon track talking about follow the lit path, taking us to these special areas? Now, when we look at this sign, this one too, alright, you can say it's questionable, sure. But it's also you can tell it's illuminating its own light. Now, what I want to point out about this, guys, sure, you can say all day long, dude, that's the fucking moon, that's the fucking moon. Alright, if that was the fucking moon, alright, I mean, pardon my French, but I just want to make this point. I'm going to show you what happens when you put your light on this. So I'll turn the lights on. I'll even put on full beam for you. Alright. It looks normal. It looks like a normal sign. So, when you go a further distance... Now, you know the moon's pretty fucking bright. Now... Sure, it light up more than... What I'm trying to get to, the point is it would illuminate more area than just the specific lettering that's on the sign. Now I'll go ahead and turn the lights back off. We would have more light reflection in the area. There would be more illuminated to the area. That's the whole focus here. Now, this one says Fort Zancudo Harmony, and then we got Chumash. And Chumash, you know, we know everything about Chumash. We know the significance and what Chumash has to show us, as stated. Now, I want to note this too, alright? I have frozen time because I'm in director's mode. I froze time just because it'd make it easier to get these other locations without having to wait and waste hours and, well, minutes and stuff on this. Now, looking at, again, another sign, another lit sign. It says Fort Zancudo. So, what's so special about it is when you look up, yet again, we got the trees and we got this hill that's blocking the area for the moon to hit. So, what the hell's going on here? Now, why is it just the lettering on this? Why Fort Zancudo? Why are these just illuminating? All right, now you want to look at these other signs. The sign also is too glowing. It says Vinewood Hills, Galileo Park, Tarangva. Or, I'm sorry, can't read tonight. I'm a little tired, and so my brain's a little mush. But anyway, we got these signs that say that. I get a special pass on this video for not reading that tonight. I've been pulling an all-nighter, and I'm pretty tired. And that's my excuse, and I'm going to stick with it. So, I'm going to go and poke fun at myself tonight. But, alright. We see these signs. Now, let's go ahead and follow what else is going on here. So, when you go over here, and again, we got Vinewood Hills, Galileo Park, and Drive going on. I'm gonna keep making fun of myself, guys. Just so you guys, you're like, well, are you slow or something? I mean, no, I am very tired, and I cannot enunciate, and that's my problem. So anyway, as noted, this one's being blocked by the trees, and yet again we have these signs illuminating. So we have these signs directing us to these specific locations. And we got another one up here too. Vinewood Hills, Zancudo Road. Alright. Those are also glowing. Alright. It's in another dark area. If it was just the moon reflection, one would think that more of the area would be illuminated than that specific lettering. Now we have these signs here, sure. I ain't gonna go ahead and try to debunk anything or anything like that. So let's go ahead and go up here. Well, let's just follow the directions that they're showing us. Oh, look at that. Another glowing sign. What's so special about this one? Yet again, it's facing away from the moon. And we have Galileo Park over here to the left, and the Tarangababa, yeah, the Drive. Guys, you're gonna have to give me a pass on this. Like I said, I am a little out of it and cannot enunciate whatsoever. So we're gonna go ahead and keep following these directions. Go up here until we come across another sign. You're at the part in the drive, but it's for a specific reason. We have no other signs up here. And then when you travel up here, you really got no further direction. Now, you would think we would come up with a sign by now. So just for hypothetical purposes, keep going down here. We got nothing. So let's go ahead and go back. Now, the reason why I did that was to show you that the common denominator was that it's pointing to the observatory park. So let's go ahead and go back over there, and I'll cut to that right now. Okay, guys, so we came back here. Now, I want to note this, alright? Now, let's look at the moon, how it's facing this way towards this sign. And just in case you're not so sold on this, yeah, like, hold on there, Adam. Wait a second. This is just a lighting glitch. This is just coincidence. You're thinking too much into this. Look at this sign. Notice how it's extra illuminated. Hello? It's brighter than it should be. That's because it is illuminating its own light. Now, let's go ahead and I'll show you what happens here. I'll show you the settings if you can see this. Let's change the weather a little bit. Let's go ahead and go Xmas. Alright. Oh my goodness. When I did that, look what happened. We got the moon away. But look at the sign. Alright. It is illuminating its own light, guys. So, if you wanted to say that's the pure light reflection, sure, you could say that. But, like I said, and like I'm showing you, it is purely illuminating its own light because now we have the moon gone. Now, if this was some sort of lighting glitch, all the rest of this wouldn't be so bright, and you could see, you'd tell other areas around it would be more illuminated. Alright, now you could tell around the surface around it, it's glowing because it's a little lit up because of the light coming from this. So, but looking around it, there would be more to it. There would be more reflecting, guys. I just showed you by switching it to Christmas weather, by taking away the moon, we have just got rid of the sun, and it is still glowing. No light is on it. Now, let's go ahead and keep following this path and see where it takes us. Fort Zancudo Harmony, right? So let's go ahead and take a right. Another key common denominator. Oh my goodness, it's another illuminating sign. Zancudo Road. Taranga drive. It's to drive straight. But, oh my goodness. Notice it's the same sign that we were at before, guys. That is the whole point. If it was just pure moon making this sign illuminate, these wouldn't be glowing, guys. So I've just shown you by going back to the same sign that we started out with before and taking away the moonlighting, and it's all dark now. I'm showing you now that it is purely glowing on its own, guys. Now, I'm telling you, it doesn't say what it says in the Epsilon Bible for no particular reason, guys. So, that being said, let's go ahead and move forward and see what else these signs are showing us. Okay, guys, now, I'm not too far off from where I am when we started. Going back to that same light where it had that light on it. But look at, guys. No lights on it. And it is purely illuminating, guys. It's purely illuminating. You can tell the area is dark. Alright. Yet again, we got Route 68. Highlighted. Hello. Got Fort Zancudo. Illuminated. Out of light. Now, why would the Epsilon track talk about this? Why would the Epsilon track talk about follow the lit path that is before you? Now, I just want to, like, show you guys, like, if you choose to follow the Epsilon Bible, it takes you to these locations. So far, it's taken us to Fort Zancudo. Why is it taken us to Fort Zancudo? Now, I'll show you, I mean, there's a lot of things going on with Fort Zancudo. A lot. So going forth, yet again, Vinewood Hills, Zancudo Road. Let's go ahead and keep going up further. Route 68 yet again. Another common denominator. We've already taken a left. Another illuminated sign. Vinewood Hills, Zancudo Road, Route 11. All illuminated, but yet again, blocked by a tree. I showed this to you before. I'm coming back here because I have it snowing for a reason. Just so it hides the moon and it illuminates what I'm showing you guys. Just to take away that moon possibility. Just so there's no reasonable doubt that this is glowing, guys. It's illuminating its own light. Alright, guys, now I want to show you something just to reiterate the point that does not happen by coincidence. Alright, now, I'm in front of Fort Zancudo area. I just pulled up a little bit further. But look at this sign here. Nothing really special about it. It's the same condition, same time. It is still midnight. Moon's over there. Alright. And we got these signs. But it is not illuminated. Alright. Now, if we go over here. I mean, if my guy will cooperate. There we go. we see Fort Zancudo illuminating its own light, facing away from... There's no way that the moon is reflecting light onto it, and it is not headlights on. Now, I'll turn my headlights onto it. I guess I won't. But, lucky for me... we have this guy with his own little dirt bike on. You got the light on it, but it's like it lights up the entire thing. Alright. Turn the light off. Yet again. Let me scare this guy up here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, oh my God's right. Better be praying. Say your prayer, kids. Alright. The point is it is not coincidence. It's not a glitch. It happens for very specific purposes. Now, I'll change the... like I said, I'm going to change the settings. I hope you can see this. Let's go ahead and change the weather to hazy. Alright. Not too much different. Christmas. What happens? Alright. The moon's way behind the hill. It is dead quiet, and we got yet again these signs. These signs going illuminating its own light. They go back over here. Same area. It's not illuminating its own light, so it just shows more significant meaning, guys. It's not so much as, oh, we got a glowing light. It shows that we got glowing signs for a reason. It's because of what's on the signs. It's hinting towards key locations, guys. That's the whole point. That's what I'm really trying to drive home to you guys. I hope you understand that. I'm able to manipulate the weather because I'm using director's mode, and that's the whole point, is we can use director mode as a key tool that we, you know, can use to our advantage. But I'm using it to like show you in specific settings and everything that it's not coincidence that it is happening. Now let's leave it Christmas, but we'll leave it morning, all right, midday even. Same sign, but it is nothing special about it. Alright, not really illuminating, right? Go back to midnight. Laid off. Alright, hold on. Laid off. Bam. It's like it's glowing. I think you guys get the point here. Now, the Epsilon track tells us to go to these certain locations for very specific reasons. Why? Now, that is something that is its own mystery within itself, guys, but you get the point. It is what's at these locations. Galileo Park leads right to the observatory, guys. Now, I think you understand that. Now, there's another sign, a very particular sign, that does something very significant within itself that I'll show you right now. Alright guys, I want you to look at this location, and as you can see, it's right here. It's all part of Chumash. But look at this sign, alright? Now, in the daytime, it looks very normal. Look up close. Alright, let's see. Oh shit, I'm in director's mode, but looking a little bit closer, you know, nothing real too significant about it. Now, we got lights up here. Alright. But let's look at what happens when I change it to midnight. Bam. Look at this, guys. Do you see how this one's like a orangish color? And you look up, alright, I shot that light out. it's shot out. Now, one can say it's a lighting glitch, but there's no way. And then, all right, you look down, you see the bricks. You know, they're normal, dude. Everything about this is normal, within the exception that this lights up, guys. Why? That's the main question. It lights up a very, very specific color, and then it points left. All right. Why would this sign illuminate a different color, guys? What's so specific about Pacific Bluffs downtown? Well, let's go check that out right now. All right, guys. Now, before we go any further, now I want to point this out. I left the area, then came back so this light would generate yet again. But I want to point this out to you. Now, if this coloration was meant to be if this was any kind of a glitch or anything going on with it, if this was being illuminated, the whole sign was being illuminated by that one little light, I want to point out that this too would be illuminating Great Ocean Highway, but it's not, guys. The only illuminated part is Pacific Bluffs downtown. Now, when you shoot out the area, you shoot out the light, it stays illuminated, guys. Now, I'm not a technical genius when it comes to programming and formatting specific things on the computer and making video games, but I have the common knowledge to know that the layout and the format that it's presenting itself, it's too much to be, you know, too much suggests that it's not a lighting glitch. It's impossible, because this too would be illuminating. It would all be illuminated, guys. We know what illuminated, if you can even say that, like I can't. But if this were to be illuminated, the whole, you know, everything would be the same color, but it's not the case. It only highlights Pacific Bluffs downtown, and only in that color. Why? That's the big mystery, guys. Why? I want you to think about this as we move on. Alright, guys. Now, in conclusion to all this, now, you heard me talk about how I believe it to be related to the Epsilon lit path that they talk about in their Bible. But I believe, guys, just hear me out. I believe it's all connected to the lit path that's been found with Black Smoke and gone over with music video. The two of them did a video about this lit path that goes all around Los Santos, guys. I believe it's all relevant. I don't think this is just a random fucking coincidence that we got lit signs here, and then we got these other areas, guys, that light up. I mean, seriously, it all has to correlate with certain locations, guys. They want you to look at this for a reason. I mean, if you guys disagree with me, hey, sure, I'll hear you out. Go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about that. I mean, but there is just no way it's no coincidence, guys. But remember, guys, we're playing a game that has been made by people who are smart, they are intelligent, and they know what they're doing, guys. They strategically place stuff at certain locations. They're not idiots. We're not playing a game by fucking Rockstar. I mean, that's, you know, like where everybody's like, well, if you pay me $5, you can solve this mystery, then here you go, you know. It's not like that. We're playing a game who's made by Rockstar that they want us to use our brain to think. Think, guys. Look at the details. Details upon details upon details. All these years when we were playing the game, all these other games like Vice City, San Andreas, Liberty City Stories, You know, we've been asking for a game just like this, where it's like really in depth, really, you know, like strong connecting in these certain, you know, certain aspects of life. And you know, there's there's life lessons they want us to learn in this. We asked for a really deep impacting game, and guys, they delivered, and they delivered big time, guys. They've surpassed a lot of gaming companies by far, by doing a game just like this, guys. Dude, it's deep, guys. Never look at something that is placed in this game and believe it's just there by sheer coincidence. No, it's placed there because they want you to pay attention to that, because it's relevant to the mystery, it's relevant to the story mode, it's relevant to the situation that's going on in hand for very specific reasons, guys. Now, what those reasons are, that's where the whole brain thing comes in, guys. That's where we gotta think. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that, you know, after 2 years of this game, I know everything about this game, because if I knew everything about this game, guys, I would have been solved this mystery, and I would have been posted stuff to prove it. But that's not the case. I don't know every aspect of this game, and I don't care how long you've been playing this game, you'll never know everything about this game. Nobody does, because we're still finding new stuff in the game. Yes, I made a discovery with Game On 2010, where I noticed the Sacrificial Rock, you know, lights up at sunset at 8 o'clock, guys. But there is just discoveries like that, and Black Smoke's discovery of the new UFOs that have been spotted, guys. It's all new stuff, and it's all relevant to the situations that's going on. It's very specific times, and the weather, and, you know, everything like that, guys. Just take in consideration, guys, that we're not done finding things, you know. So with that retrospect in mind, it's important to remember, guys, that we have to connect the dots. And we have to connect the dots in a very specific way. Now, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. But trust me on this, guys. This is not a glitch. I've done a lot of things to prove it's not a glitch. And it's very on purpose. And I've proved that there's no way that this happens for no reason at all. I mean, so what that reason is, guys, and I'm strongly leaning on the Epsilon track, where they talk about the lit path, following the lit path, guys. And I believe that this is part of it, guys. That's the whole point. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you would, please give me a simple like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe, because I do videos just like this, where I present the game, I present my theory, you guys put it together in the comment section below, and we take the good from the bad, and that is how we solve the Mount Chiliad mystery. Now, before I end this video, guys, I want you guys to know that I'm very much interested in what you guys think about this. Yes, it's a very precarious find that Game On 2010 had found when I was with him, but I think he found something that is not only has it been in front of our faces, but it has significant relevance to solving this mystery, guys. Now, I'm going to show you this mural real quick. Now, that's found at the homeless camp, guys. And what does it say? Some people look left, some people look right, but the answer is right in front of us. And that is the whole point, guys. There is a ton of stuff that is in front of our faces, and we have to look with a outside of the box retrospect review. Because if we just do it narrow-minded, we're going to continue to not solve this mystery. And now I believe we have gained a significant amount of progress But just remember that. Don't look left, don't look right, look what's right in front of you guys. Now, I hope you have a good rest of your day, or a good rest of your night, wherever you are in this world, watching this video, guys. Until next time, guys. Peace.